What is going on, you guys? It's your boy, Dying Without Trying here, and we are back with episode 43 of the Let's Play series. My goal today is to have a somewhat productive episode, and I'm off to a great start, since I did a bunch of work after the last episode before starting to record this one. So for starters, I originally had my plan was to have these potion brewers underneath the nether ceiling down here, but I decided that was stupid because I wanted to consolidate into one potion brewing station so I wouldn't have to do it twice, but I ended up kind of deciding that that was dumb. I also had trouble breaking through the nether ceiling, but that's a different story. Anyway, I landed on making these little this little three-tiered system here of potion brewing. So I'll go up to the top. So this is where we get our melons, and there's not actually a way that I convert the melons that we get here into the glistering melons, which are what power the potions. Right now I'm manually loading them in, and I'm going to have to manually load them in anyway, unless I wanted to get that gold up from the gold farm down here somehow, but I'm probably not going to do that. But either way, this is where we feed it in. So we have kind of a double chest cache of melons, and then anything that is extra will get converted into bone meal. So bone meal will eventually fill up this chest here. Then we have the different ingredients. So I think these are water bottles, glistering melon, and the whole point of this is to make splash potions of healing, so it's easier to kill the piglins down there. In case you forgot. But either way, this is where we load in the ingredients, and then we have an auto brewing station set up. And then below this, we have the actual brewing. So this is where the brewing stand is. And right now it's locked because it's full, because there is a chest here of potions. And then once I request a potion down from the bottom, I'll show you how to do that. It will then begin to brew again once this comparator no longer has items in it. So once we take potions out of this, this will turn off and start the brewing process until it fills up again. And then lastly, down here, this is where we actually launch the potions. So we use a dropper to drop it down here, a little slime block launcher to launch it across the ice and have it drop down here. This other side is an exact mirror of this side, so it's two identical sides that come together and drop down. So the way that you request a potion, which is kind of stupid, but it's just my way of doing it. As you can see, there's a tiny little target block there. So let's see if I can actually drill this. I cannot. Boom, there we go. First try. So what happens is after you shoot the target block, an observer is fired, and it will down fire potions for you to pick up. And you can use these potions to kill the zombie pigmen. So that's how it all works. I think I'm going to kind of call it done on this area for right now. I'm not really sure what else I want to add to this for the time being, but I think this is pretty good where it's at. I want to move on to something else in the world. Okay, just one more. It's so much fun. Gotcha, bitch. What? Whatever. Okay, something else I've done between episodes and I want to do more of today is, I think this area of the village, like this half, kind of from here over, is quite complete. We have paths going everywhere, trees and shrubbery and stuff like that. But the other kind of half of that village, starting right around here, is kind of incomplete in terms of paths. Like this area could still be developed. Whoops. And so I went ahead and added one path up just around the side of this mountain. So I kind of bulldozed the path that was here and have a path going up. And then inside of this mountain, this is kind of a, it's not really a one-tick bone meal farm, or a wheat farm, but it is a farm nonetheless. So the way it works is you give yourself some seeds here, put your seeds in your offhand, crouch down here, and then you just hold right click. And the piston will move the farmland to break it. The hoe is to make new farmland and press seeds. I know there's a faster way of doing this, but this is a proprietary design. Just kidding. This is a design I made up, and it's not good, but it is my design, so this is what I'm putting here. Anyway, the point of this is just if I need some quick wheat for something, we have this little farm here. So now we have this path that goes up towards what really should be the center of our village. I guess the clock tower kind of is our center, but this area here needs a lot of development. This area is kind of sentimental to me, only because it was one of the first things I did was to kind of put this plan together, where I would kind of keep track. It was kind of our running checklist of the areas and farms and stuff, what we've done for each. But now you can see that we've done all of the villager professions. We have all the villagers here in the village, at least 2 of them, and we have kind of areas for each, and most of these are kind of done. So I think I'm going to officially sunset this and tear it all down. Just so we can put something else here, just because I don't think this will be the long-term plan for this. But I do want to finish some of these paths around here and kind of finish the shrubbery and the general look of kind of this part of the village for one. And the last thing I've been working on is up the hill here, on top of the hill. I want to build what I'm calling is a glass tower. So it may or may not be taller than this, and it's probably not going to be made out of glass, although there will be glass in it. But the purpose of it is to get glass from these guys. So if you didn't know, librarians do have a glass trade. I think it's their 3rd one here. And I made sure all 8 of these guys have a glass trade. Because I found that I was going to that sand biome way over there and just kind of destroying that just for glass. We still need sand for concrete, so I'll have to figure something out for that. But I did want to stop having to use that for glass instead, trade with these guys. So the idea is to have some kind of mechanism to rotate these guys around in the tower somehow. I'm not really sure how it's going to work, but build a little tower here and put these guys in it and trade such that we can get a decent amount of glass here without having to further destroy the desert over there, which is already kind of toast. So that's kind of the plan for today's episode, is to kind of finish up some of these paths and spruce up this part of the village as well as this glass tower. So I'm going to start with something here on that. Alright guys, well, I've made some progress, and I meant to take you guys along for the ride with this build, but I kind of got zoned out and carried away and ended up just building most of it already. So here's what we have for our glass tower. Again, glass isn't really a quintessential building block with this tower, but there is glass in it. Try to build a bit of a different aesthetic this time with this new tough block. It's like a what the fuck's it called? Chiseled tough bricks, which I think actually looks pretty cool. And I think it blends well, actually, with the white of the quartz and the cobblestone here. But yeah, mostly a lot of the same repetitious design here, especially up towards the top. Also mixed in just some buttons and trapdoors to try to make it pop a little bit more. You know, I'm a little bit out of my element with building. I haven't played Minecraft enough to be kind of in my building thing, but you've noticed that anytime I build anything, it always just ends up looking like a penis, which I promise is not on purpose. It's kind of same with all of these. I just get in this medieval mode when I'm building, and things end up looking phallic in nature. But I'm not calling this the penis, even though it kind of resembles. Honestly, anything can look like a penis in Minecraft if you try hard enough. What you look for, you will find. But I do think this looks pretty cool. And I did actually also devise a mechanism here to rotate our villagers, who I have up there for right now. Okay, so this is actually just a new creative world that I made for this. It's not an older one. This was kind of my first iteration here. And this is my second, smaller, and more compacted iteration. So what happens is you can make this kind of as tall as you want. But down here, it begins with this hopper clock. What the fuck am I talking about? Alright, so basically my first attempt at explaining this was complete garbage. So I'm going to try again here after. So basically it begins with that hopper clock at the bottom. Between 8 and 10 items generally works pretty best. The output of that gets sent into a monostable circuit, which releases a pulse of length 2 ticks into that redstone wire that goes all the way up. The wire that goes up with those repeaters controls each of those fence gates. That allows the villager to drop down, and then of course only one at a time, so it kind of cycles them around. At the bottom there's a pressure plate that launches a sticky piston with a slime block, pushes them across ice into that soul elevator. So yeah, that's pretty much the design. If you insist on building penises in Minecraft, at least wear protection. Alright, I think I aged about 20 years in moving those stupid villagers all the way in here. So I got all of them in here. I had 8. I lost 1 due to a botched zombie infection, but they all should be infected and cured at least 3 or 4 times. It's supposed to be twice, but I accidentally left them too close to each other, so they reinfected before fully curing. And I have this last guy in here. I think this thing only holds 7 anyway, so it's probably alright that I killed the last one, even though I love powers of 2. And inevitably one of these guys is going to die somehow, and I'll have another one, but thankfully one of those two of the happy couple over there can serve as a backup replacement. And then this is the toggle for on and off. So right now I have it off. This just controls, you can kind of see a repeater in there. So this repeater is controlled by this lever that locks that repeater. You can kind of see the locked repeater there. Anyway, I think on this side I'm going to do another lever or something for the storage. So that way, like, I could trade glass here and then look over and put glass into storage, or have emeralds in storage or something like that. Some way of just so that I don't have to have stuff ready. I don't have to have emeralds or anything with me when I walk over here to trade for glass. And also I can empty out my inventory if it fills up with glass. So I think I don't know how I'm gonna figure out to get this last guy in here. Get in there. See ya. All right, after a long and arduous and moronic redstone, I think I've finally gotten this to work. So basically, stand right here. Instead of 2 solutions for emeralds and glass, I'm going to put emeralds in here, and this should last a while. Then if I want to access the chest for glass, I'll just go into this chest. I have room underneath the chest if I wanted to throw hoppers or something eventually, which I could do, and then draw items out of this and put it into a different storage area. But we're already kind of so close to the top of the cartographer's area, I want to limit that. But yeah, pretty much I'm here. I'll trade with the guys, and then this is the on-off for that. So without further ado, I'm going to give this a test, but I will be inconsolable if this does not work. Here goes nothing. Oh, it's not working half bad. So far, so good. This might have actually worked. No. All right. That did not work. All right. That guy almost died. I'm going to heal him up. Not sure if that healed him. No! Damn it. All right, we're over right now. I need to lock in. I got to fix this. Okay, now one of you is going to go through. The other one is not. Got me. Oh, no. Out of my way. Okay, go over. Yes! Oh, thank God. All right. Come on, head of the penis. What? Got made into a witch? How? I thought this would... Oh my God, I've used protection. How can I have... How could this have happened?
Now you a single mom. Now you a single mom.
All right. Now I gotta get one of those up here gotta get one of the happy couple up here to be another librarian. Oh, this guy doesn't give a shit about nothing. All right, rise and shine, you bastards. Oh, good. Yes. All right, see ya. He should be fine too. All right, finally I fixed that mess. We should have all of our guys back in here. I'm probably gonna go through a few more cycles. I don't really know if there's a way we can avoid them taking a little bit of damage there, but I think maybe occasionally we'll just throw some healing potions at them, and I don't know, maybe also I could try to squeeze up a brewer somewhere up there. I'm not sure if I can, but either way, I don't know. Either way, yeah, I'm gonna kind of call this almost done. I guess I'll do one more test to make sure it's actually done.
What will you learn?
Alright, what the fuck happened? Oh, are they all up there? Damn it. No. I'm so fucking stupid. Okay, got that sorted out. Let's now try this again. Hopefully this is the actual last time.
Yeah, boy.
Alright guys, I have done it. It finally works. So I got emeralds in here, splash potions of healing in here because I couldn't really figure out a way for them to not take damage falling down that 3 blocks. This is a toggle that controls our glass storage. This controls the on and off. We can see we got that repeater locked in there. Then up here, I actually ended up squeezing in an 8th villager, partially because guys kept fighting the water current up here. So I think if I put 2 up here, one would fall down, the other one would push the other one. And I haven't seen this guy get in here yet and double up. But even so, the problem tends to actually fix itself if you let the cycle keep going. So that all works. I am calling this penis project done. It is complete. It works. And yeah, it is now our tower of glass. So for the rest of the episode, I think I'm going to just work on these smaller quality of life little things. I thought about adding like a slime elevator to this instead of a walk up, but our cartographer's area is below this, and I don't think we can. I don't think we have too much room underneath this. But either way, yeah, just add a few paths, tidy up things a bit, and then we'll call it an episode for there. Turn up the tunes. It is time lapse time. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that time lapse. Yeah, it was a little sentimental tearing down. This is our last original house from the village, but progress is progress. We must move on. But yeah, I'm not sure what to do with this area here. I still got a few areas that I'm not sure I want to just fill with trees. I think it is good to have some trees up here, and I've snuck some glowstone in just to keep them lively at night and everything. But there are still some areas that I think we could develop a bit more with this, but it does feel a little bit better already. Just having paths here and not just random open areas. So this is quite nice. We will need a new place for me to sleep, kind of in this village. We have my little bedroom over in our original house over there. But I would like something around here because I do often need to quickly sleep here to refresh our villagers' trades down here. But I'll keep that in mind. Just keep thinking about that between now and the next episode. But that is it for this time. Thank you for watching, and peace out.